greeting to our lecturer Nur Sarah Nadia and our beloved friends. We from Group 5 has planned to go trips to different places between Penang and Malacca because we want to enjoy spending our time exploring more fun activities and beautiful scenery. Penang is a very diverse city in terms of line of activities. The city has something for everyone, from art in the old town, pubs with the sea view, local foods, drinks, and adventure spots, and hiking to the best sunset views. Melaka is called as Mini Pinang or its smaller counterpart. Its beauty lies in exploring the city's history and hopping along the street art, while sipping your favorite drinks on a riverside bench, enjoying a river cruise.
As well known, Malaysia is a multiracial country with multiracial people. The largest group of Malaysians consists of three main races, namely the Malays, Chinese, and Indians. When we talk about people, there are multiracial people that live in Penang and Malacca with a variety of cultures and ethnicities. Specific to Penang, Penang is a state in Malaysia that has a slightly higher Chinese population compared to other races. People in Penang practice their respective culture and traditional practices. Therefore, it is not surprising to see lively festivals spread throughout the year such as Chinese New Year, Cap Gomeh and Mooncake Festival. While in Melaka, Malacan people come from various ethnic groups that are proud of their historical links with the past. One of them is Peranakans. What are Peranakans? Peranakans are Chinese descendants who arrived in Melaka long ago and married the local and Malays. They are known as Baba and Nyonya. You will be amazed to see the Baba and Nyonya practicing the Malay cultures in Melaka. So, why don't you plan your visit to Melaka and Penang to experience it? It's proud to know that the country that we live in is rich with a variety of cultures.
Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nora and I'm here to discuss on everybody's favorite topic, which is food. So Penang and Malacca are both known as Asia food paradises. Both places are known for their wide variety of street food and for the uprising new cafes. Penang and Malacca are the places to go if you want to go for food hunting with family or friends. Here we have listed out some of the eateries in Penang and Malacca, some of the highlights. So one, we have the Celok Tepung Tok T. Celok Tepung Tok T serves a freshly cooked celok tepung dish. The ingredients they use is all fresh from the sea and the food there is good and recommended for seafood lovers. Then we have a Kapitan restaurant. Kapitan is one of the most famous restaurants in Penang. Kapitan is famous for its butter chicken and chicken tandoori dish. Other than that, Kapitan also offers various dishes for people to choose from. And then we have Langit Senja Coffee. So if for a coffee lover should definitely try its menu as they serves freshly brewed coffee with authentic coffee beans. The cafe is wonderfully comfortable and you can also play with cats while you're there. And then in Melaka, we have Dutch Cafe. Dutch Cafe is a cafe that opens just beside the Melaka River and it serves delicious Western food if you're searching for a Western menu. And you can also eat while viewing the beautiful view of Melaka River. Next, we have the Jonker Walk. Jonker Walk is a must-see place if you are ever in Melaka. They have street food and you will be able to, aside from food, you can also find some aside from food, the Jonker Walk is the must-see place if you wanted to visit Melaka. Jonker Walk have a variety of street food that you can imagine and enjoy yourself while you are there. Baba Charlie. So Baba Charlie is known for its Baba Nyonya food, its kuihs. Baba Charlie serves delicious Baba Nyonya food and the taste is very, very authentic. You must try the menu if you ever visit Melaka.
Place to visit: Penang and Malacca. Balik Pulau, Pulau Pinang. Apart from the nice view of the rice field and lovely scenery of Penang Island from the top of the hills, the prices of various types of food sold there are affordable too. Restaurant Kapitan Nasi Kandar Pulau Pinang. If you want to try the rare biryani rice, Milani biryani rice and the best almond herb milk drink, go for Kapitan Nasi Kandar restaurant, based initially in Pinang. Melaka River, known as one of the most famous and attractive places to visit in Melaka. Pupils can take 45 minutes boat cruise tour to learn and get to know more about the historical places there. And lastly, Asam Pedas Klepot Melaka, top favorite places for Asam Pedas lovers and tourists that want to try. The unique parts compared to other restaurants is the delicacy is served in Klepot.
Okay, this is the travel guide if you are visiting or traveling to Penang or Malacca or both. Firstly, Penang and Malacca are famous amongst tourists as it is remarkable examples of historic colonial towns on the streets of Malacca that demonstrate a succession of historical and cultural influences arising from their former function as trading port linking east and west. So, if you are going to Penang, Fort Cornwallis is a must-visit historical place as it is built in the late 18th century by the British. It is the largest standing fort in Malaysia. While in Melaka, Famosa is a must-visit historical place there. Famosa is an old Portuguese fortress that was built in 1512, which already passed 400 years back then. Both Penang and Malacca are UNESCO World Heritage Cities since 2008 and some of the most interesting cities within Malaysia. They were nominated together as the historic cities of the streets of Malacca. So, pro tips, if you are coming there, do not forget to visit here to embrace our history. Next, apart from historic places, Penang and Malacca also have numerous attraction places such as Escape Park in Penang, Taman Sari Tower in Melaka and many more. Just Google the attraction places in Penang and Melaka and voila, they will provide you with information. It is in the tip of your finger. Pro tips, to avoid hassles, book your tickets early to any places that can be booked early, reconfirm your reservations, download useful apps for any promos and more information such as Klook apps or Travelog apps, and etc. Final pro tips, if you are visiting Penang and Malacca, do not forget to food hunting with your members or families as Penang and Malacca both offer a heavenly local food experience. In Penang, you should visit to Padang Brown and go nearby Chaurasta Market as it offers various types of local food and drinks and famous for its pasembo, sarbat drinks and teochew cendol. For Malacca, you should visit to Jonker Walk as it is famous for its food and cafes. Oh yes, suggestible to use public transport or rent the scooters, bicycles or motorcycles. Avoid using cars to avoid traffic jam.
Hi, I want to talk about what was like during our trip in Pinang and Malacca. During our trip in Pinang, surely we all know that Pinang is famous for its heaven for local Malaysian foods. Because of it, got a lot of diversion types of foods and also for its influences. It got Chinese influenced type of foods, Nyonya influenced type of foods, and also Indian influenced type of foods. And the main reason I go there because the food in Penang is really delicious and different from what I had in Selangor, and it gave me a new type of experience. Activities can be chosen in accordance with your interests where you go to Penang because the activities is really different from each other. Such as in Penang Hill where you can enjoy the nature and the view. And if you want to have fun, you can go to Escape Penang. And also, we got a lot of types of museums such as Ice Museum, Upside Down Museum, and also Ghost Museum. Penang is a huge city that needs at least 5 to 6 days to be cover all of the places. And Penang is a more of a British influence evidence in its architecture, where you can see when you go to one museum and also to Cornwallis Fortress. And it's different from our trip to Melaka, because Melaka is a compact share of tourism and the activity are highly tourist in nature, where you can see it more focus on its Zoo Melaka, Crocodile Park, Bird Park, and famous for its Pakai Cenang and many more. And Melaka is a small city that can easily be covered for 2 or 3 full days, and different from Penang, Melaka is a more of a Portuguese influence evidence in architecture, where you can see in Formosa. Melaka and Penang is really both different types of tourism, where Melaka is you go for its nature types of tourists, and Penang is where you go for its food hunting or more of a fun of activities. We learned that during our trip in Penang and Malacca is that travel is one of life's greatest teachers, where it pulls you out of your comfort zone and plunge into the unknown, where it reveals a world of culture to explore and new people to meet. These are of the lessons we learn which can be applied to other parts of our life. First is to leave your comfort zone and to try new things. Second is to appreciate diverse cultures, such as our similarities and also our differences. Third is to be patient and spontaneous. Fourth is to appreciate the pretty things. The fifth is to enjoy experience in other things and to get away from our work life and have fun while you can. To our surprise and disappointments, we learned and felt that there are some of places that just do not live up to their hype. First is Pinang Hill. Although the view from the top is really amazing, it felt like a tourist trap with thousands of people trying to get there. It took us more than 2 hours to buy tickets and to enter the funicular. Second is Batu Tinggi Beach. Batu Tinggi is the most famous of Penang beach, but they really do not live up to their expectation because the beach there is really dirty with too many water sports being held there. So we really cannot appreciate the view there. And to our surprise, the cost of food and activities are cheaper when going in a group, so really can have fun when going to Penang. What would I change and improve for our next travel is to embrace the local culture and try local cuisine more. Plain food is boring. Instead of trying the mainstream one, how about we try the one that we haven't gotten to taste yet? Second is plan properly for your spending. Save enough money for travel and extra money in case of emergency happen and if any unexpected problem occurs with our travel. Third is wake up early because time management is important. You don't want to miss out any interesting places to explore. And the fourth is to take decent photos and videos during our travel because it is for your own memories. And the last is get lost during your travel. Don't refer too much maps and guides. It's boring to be the one that refer the books. Just go with your instinct and go for the unexpected places for tourism because you will surely not regret your decision.
Hello, on to our next journey. So, next places to go, we have chosen Ipoh. It's a city in Perak. 3 big reasons why Ipoh is the best and recommended places to go, or why we wanted to go there. It has countless of interesting places to explore, suitable for best scenery geeks and food hunters. Variety of food to try. Only in Ipoh City. No other places can beat its food, especially the curry mee kicap, Ipoh hor fun, and fresh soya. It's fresh lover would actually go there just for the food alone. And one day of travel isn't enough to explore all types of food in Ipoh City. Plus, the food prices are affordable and cheaper there. Ipoh City is one of the most relaxed and less hassle cities, suitable for everyone to visit, especially for families. It has lesser traffic jams, less construction around the city. So, places to roam around Ipoh City. So in Ipoh City, we can actually go to Sing Jinling Leisure and Cultural Village. It is set in a location captivated by stunning landscapes of mountains and jungles. There are lakes and fish ponds for us to view. And then we have the Gunung Lang Recreational Park. Gunung Lang Recreational Park is located about 5 kilometers away from Ipoh town and is one of the many limestone mountains in Perak. We have Yasmin Ahmad Museum. It's located in Koh Hing, where she filmed most of her famous films. And then we have Pasar Karat, Ipoh, also known as Memory Lane. The Ipoh Heritage Walk is actually a leisure walk around the old town of Ipoh. Locals call as Pasar Karat or Loken, and it's open every Sunday. And we have the Concubine Lane, famous Concubine Lane. It's a heritage place. You can find souvenirs, street snacks and everywhere. This lane is also the link for you to go to the nearby eateries in town. And then for food hunters, here are the list of places that we can go for food around Ipoh town. One, we have the new Hollywood Canning Garden, which serves halal Chinese food, famous for its dim sum. Funny Mountain Taufu Pha. It could very well be the most popular Taufu Pha in the whole entire country. We have Mi Daud Mat Jasa, Mika Pizza, best pizza joint in Ipoh. And then we have Nasi Ayam Fuzia. Here are some of the recommendations and conclusion that we can make. One, it is best that we make a proper planning in advance, before, during and after the travel. This is to avoid more issues or problems arising during and after the travel. So if we plan, list and sort everything out and arrange it in order, such as our spending budgets, we can avoid facing any major issue and we'll be happy with our travel more. And then secondly, we recommend for everyone, especially Malaysians, to travel in Malaysia and appreciate what we have here before we ever go to another country. It's better to support more of the local scenery and contribute more inflows to our tourism sector. And lastly, Malaysia is a multiracial country with diverse cultures and has a lot of lovely and interesting places to explore, hence with a very nice food to try as well. So that's it for our presentation for today. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoy our video.